Remember Daniel Pearl, the American journalist who was kidnapped and beheaded by Pakistani terrorists? 18 years after his brutal killing, the prime accused is set to walk free. Let me first tell you a little bit about Daniel Pearl. He was the South Asia bureau chief of the Wall Street Journal based in Mumbai. In January 2002, he traveled to Pakistan for an investigation into the Al-Qaeda's links with a British citizen. But he was kidnapped by extremists who accused him of being a spy. They demanded the release of certain Pakistani prisoners at Guantanamo Bay. When that did not happen, these terrorists beheaded Pearl, cut his body into pieces, and buried him in a village near Karachi. It took 3 months for Pakistani authorities to recover his severed head and mutilated body. It has been 18 years now. The Supreme Court of Pakistan has now ordered the release of the prime accused in this case, Ahmad Saeed Omar Sheikh. In April 2020, he was acquitted of all charges. In December 2020, the Sindh High Court ordered his immediate release. The decision was challenged. It went to the Supreme Court. And now, even the Apex Court of Pakistan has upheld his release. Ahmad Saeed Omar Sheikh, a murder convict and a terrorist, will soon be a free man. A panel of 3 judges at the Pakistan Supreme Court dismissed all appeals and rejected all petitions by the Daniel Pearl family. Why? Due to lack of evidence. The court says there is no proof to say that an offense has been committed. Listen in to this statement by Omar Sheikh's lawyer.
One appeal was filed by Ahmad Omar Saeed Sheikh, in which he had come to the court to say that my conviction for kidnapping, simplista, whereby the Sindh High Court has given me a imprisonment sentence of 7 years, that is requiring consideration by the Supreme Court, and it should not sustain. The court has been pleased to accept that appeal and give him a clean and complete acquittal.
And here's the other side of the story. The lawyer for the Pearl family says that Ahmad Saeed Omar Sheikh had himself admitted to his involvement in Pearl's murder. He apparently did so in a handwritten letter in 2019, where he confessed to playing a quote-unquote limited role in Daniel Pearl's abduction and eventual killing.
Today, counsel for Umar Ahmad Sheikh made a statement before the court that Umar Ahmad Sheikh admits to writing that letter, but he made the defense that that letter was written under duress. Now, this is a very, very important development because, as I said, for the last 18 years, the position which Umar Ahmad Sheikh has put forward is that he did not know Daniel Pearl, he never met Daniel Pearl. He's taken a position of complete ignorance regarding this case. But in a handwritten admission, now he has admitted to at least a limited role.
The accused himself admitted to the crime, but the Pakistan Supreme Court did not think it was proof enough. It is a complete travesty of justice. The deceased journalist parents, Julia and Ruth Pearl, have issued a statement. They say the release of these killers puts in danger journalists everywhere and the people of Pakistan. We urge the US government to take all necessary actions under the law to correct this injustice. We hope Pakistani authorities will take necessary steps to rectify this travesty of justice, and no amount of injustice will defeat our resolve to fight for justice for Daniel Pearl. Let me tell you something now about Ahmad Saeed Omar Sheikh. The man Pakistan's judiciary says is innocent. He served prison time in India for the 1994 kidnappings of Western tourists, a crime that he confessed to. In 1999, he was released from captivity in exchange for passengers aboard the hijacked Indian Airlines flight. He was provided safe passage into Afghanistan by Talibani terrorists and then went on to kidnap and murder Daniel Pearl in 2002. The Pakistan judiciary itself had sentenced this man to death. His complicity in the murder is a matter of record. But 18 years on, the same judiciary says this man is innocent. We spoke to Asra Nomani, a journalist and friend of Daniel Pearl. She was the last person to see him before he was abducted and murdered. We asked her whether the Pakistan judiciary and the Imran Khan government had done enough in getting justice for Daniel Pearl. Here's what she told us.
What we've seen today from the Supreme Court of Pakistan is exactly what injustice looks like. This is a tragedy. You know, one great injustice was the slaying of Danny. That was done by criminals, by terrorists, by evil, evil human beings. And today, our system failed us. You know, the system that we're supposed to have for justice, and it failed us. And let's be clear, let's be honest, that there's politics, there's who knows what agendas. But ultimately, the politics and the justice system failed us because these men who are criminals are about to be set free, and we cannot allow that to happen.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.